Good afternoon, everybody. Nyia Harris here for Open Book with Nyia Harris. I am here. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. Thanks for tuning in to Power 104.7, your home for hip hop and R&B. I'm here with two special guests, Gator and Mamba of MIB, or Men in Black. Gentlemen, how are you?
What's happening?
What's happening, everybody?
Mamba, I'm going to have you scoot over just a little bit because I want you to be in frame so you're on the camera. Can you scoot over just a little bit more? You guys are practically like brothers. There you go. Yep, you're perfect. Thank you so much.
We ain't that damn close.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a story. I thank you so much for being here. I was going to say last minute, but short notice, right? Like I called you last week and you guys said, or texted you last week and you guys said, yeah, you'll do it. So thank you for being here.
Best amount of time to get us. 1 week in advance.
1 week in advance?
At least.
Okay, I appreciate that. Well, tell me about, like I was telling you before we got started, I said that, we normally talk pop culture, world events, but when things are negative, like let's stay away from that and let's talk weekends. How was your weekend? What'd you do? Was it? No. I was like, is it Halloween weekend? No, it wasn't.
No. We actually went to. I actually went to. He was there too. To an event by a community member, Flavor and Flow. Mm-hmm. Had excellent appetizers. Was a great environment. Heard some of my now favorite local artists and whatnot.
Okay.
Was a good vibe, good people there. Couldn't beat it. So.
Okay.
And then I bought me a nice painting.
You did?
Oh, yeah, she painted it right there.
Okay, fantastic. Do you have pictures of it? You might have to text it to me. Yes, definitely. I can't believe I just said that I said, was it Halloween weekend? No, it wasn't. It was my birthday weekend.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Scorpio.
Yes.
All day, every day.
Yes.
That's why I get along.
When's your birthday?
It smells like hate. That's hate right there. That's hate.
Okay, when's your birthday?
21st.
Okay. Hey, I love that, Scorpio. And what are you, my friend?
I'm a lion.
A lion, okay. So a Leo. And when's your birthday?
July 25th.
Okay, you're summer baby. Okay, all right. Love it. We'll get at you in the summer. It's our time to shine right now.
That's right. It's our time.
I just turned 45. Guess what I did, guys?
What'd you do?
Got a tattoo.
Your first one?
No. Oh. It's my third. It was my third.
Okay.
Yes. It's been 4 years since my dad passed away, and it's a tattoo I've been wanting to get. So I got a tattoo of the continent of Africa with a little heart from where my dad was from, which was Ghana. So.
Oh, respect.
Yeah. So, I had held it together, kept it together, got to the tattoo place, and she showed me the drawing because I said over the phone like what I wanted, and showed me the drawing, and I lost it. And I don't even know where that, grief has a funny way of doing this, right?
It sure does.
And but yeah, I'm so glad I have it. I got it on my thigh, and that's the other thing about tattoos. They're not always in places you can show people, and so I'm like, my third tattoo, I finally get to show people. So I see you have some tattoos.
Yeah,
guys.
You have several.
I
think you got way more than me, don't you? Yeah, you got.
You know what your count is? No idea.
I don't remember.
You lost count?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a couple more to get. One is in remembrance of my mom, and somebody gave me the idea. It will be I will get it from an audio where she says my name. She'll be like Rashad. So I'm going to get that audio on me, where it's just that audio.
Oh, like the lines.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Yeah. I love that. Do you have plans for another tattoo? Are you good?
No, when the spirits call me,
yeah,
I respond.
You ain't got no damn room.
I see a little bit of room on your hand there.
Shit.
When the spirit,
it's a little. There's a couple of them on there already.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, so yes, tattoos. Okay, so Rashad, I was going to ask you this because Gator and Mamba are obviously not your real name. Mamba, Rashad, thank you. Gator, what's your real name?
You.
You?
You.
Like Y-O-U?
Like you.
Oh, okay. Is that like a riddle? We're going to pivot. I don't like riddles. Okay. Seriously. Okay, you guys are hilarious. You guys are not strangers to when it comes to a podcast or being interviewed, right? Because you've done this, right?
We have.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that.
So for the past year and some change, we've had a podcast, Gator and Mamba podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It was It's actually pretty good. People really enjoy it because it's just he and my banter going back and forth for the most part, talking about life and the situations that happen throughout it. But we are going to continue that really soon. So
Okay. Just on a brief hiatus, and you'll bring it back. I love it.
And you have to forgive me for the energy because the energy on the show is a little different because I can cuss, and of course I want to be respectful, and so I just shut up.
Okay. I'm going to get at you at the 4:00 hour because you can cuss to your heart's delight, my friend. I'm going to move this just a tiny bit closer because we want to be able to hear you.
Alrighty.
I want to be able to hear you.
Thank you.
he's too busy trying to suave it out. That's all it is.
He's trying to be suave.
That sounds.
You
like
do look pretty chill on camera here. This is your camera right here. So.
Am I not supposed to be chill? Because I can get straight for you.
You can be chill.
Okay.
You can be chill. What's on your minds right now? Anything? Like lots happening in the world? Again, we don't need to get into news, but just what's anything on your mind?
What's happening in the world? We don't watch the news, so we don't know.
In your world.
Speak for
In
himself.
world.
I watch the news.
What's happening in the world then, sir?
Let's stay positive too. What's something
Well,
positive?
my focus is just on a lot of opportunity in Africa.
Yes.
So we won't talk on negatives, but just a lot more opportunity. I like the fact that given the fact of like social media and internet, we now that veil is gone in terms of when we watched TV back in the days, they only showed you a certain look in terms of what Africa is or whatever, and it was always desolate, no money and all this. So of course we were all like, "Ew, we're in America. We live this way." So we looked a little different. But when you go there, it's here times 10.
Yep.
Right. It's here times 10. Like and then the opportunities that are now opening up. It's just amazing that we can now talk back and forth from here in Africa and kind of see and open up to see the reality of what it truly is and what they've been hiding from us. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Any particular part of Africa that you're
well, so far I've only been to
targeting?
Kenya, but Nigeria is next year. He's been Ghana.
Okay.
Ghana.
And Kenya. Sorry.
Kenya and Egypt.
Okay. Oh, wow.
My bad.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean some of these downtowns, right, are just like they trump us, like our best cities, right?
Us.
Yeah.
Just the hotels, man.
Yeah.
The hotels is like wow, the marble, it's
well,
amazing.
That's natural resources, but what is not natural is people's mannerisms. They're so respectful and nice and kind, and you ain't getting that here.
Yeah. As I was mentioning to you before we got started here, I just got back from vacation, took a cruise to the Bahamas, and everybody on the cruise ship was from somewhere else in the world. In fact, their name tags had like their name, and then it would have a flag from whatever country they hailed from, which I thought was really cool because that's like an easy talking point. Yep. Like, oh, okay. And then you'd have a conversation about it. I met a gentleman from Macedonia, but that was the constant. Like that's the through line is everybody like impeccable service. And my husband even said, he's like, I don't think I've ever been anywhere where everybody was so friendly, so nice, So yeah, I can certainly attest to that for sure. I'm looking forward to taking my first trip to Ghana. When were you guys last out of the country, in Africa?
Earlier this year.
Earlier this year for you? For both of you?
We went together.
You went together? Okay. I am determined that it will be my first stamp in my passport for sure.
Oh,
Ghana?
Nice.
Yeah, Ghana. Yeah.
Make it happen.
It's calling me.
Yeah.
It's calling me. So, and I'm not getting any younger. So,
There's nothing stopping you.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Are you going to pay for it?
Whoa.
I do need this little thing called money.
Man,
so.
they got a firm and everything now. I ain't got no excuses.
No excuses. I'm gonna try to make it happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah, good.
But you'll get her one of them Louis purses. That's a whole trip and a half, ain't it?
Right.
I'm not a materialistic girl. I'm just not. So yeah, I don't know. We'll get there sooner or later. Are you guys gonna stick with me?
Of course.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. We're going to take a quick music break. We'll be back in a bit. You're listening to Power 104.7, your home for hip hop and R&B. All right, we are back. Gator and Mamba are sitting here with me, Men in Black, MIB. What do you guys say? Do you say MIB or you say Men in Black?
Depends on who's asking.
Depends on who's asking.
Right.
I just love your organization.
Sometimes when we say MIB, they're like, huh?
And
then we have to say Men in Black. So
de-escalation services. You have to say like the whole thing. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're gonna get into that a little bit because I just love your organization and I want to share a story too with the listeners. But what was I just going to ask you? I have to ask you so many things. Okay, so here's the thing. I know you guys from B3, but I also know you from all the different things that you've done like in the community, right? Took the liberty of writing some of them down. So you guys are close with Mayor Hollis of Brooklyn Park.
Yes.
Shout out to Hollis Winston.
Hollis Winston.
Yes, fun guy, great guy. And he put on the Black History Month Gala. What do you think of that?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah?
That's right.
That was a time.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's the whole stuff we kind of talked about earlier, as far as us doing our thing, creating our own spaces where we don't need outside interference. We celebrate one another, we uplift one another, and that was an example of that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great time. And I'm blanking on her name. Oh my gosh, the performer at the end who tore down the house.
Oh, that was.
I'm blanking. Help me. I think it starts with a J.
Jamesia?
Yep, Jamesia.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. She was wonderful, and she did.
Oh, she's always
wonderful. She's great.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Yes, she was great. And I think she's coming back for the next one.
Oh, that
if
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
mistaken.
I wouldn't doubt it, but yeah.
I thought I heard that through the grapevine. I want to learn a little bit more about you guys. So we talked a little bit on the break. I'm not going to go into the details and the minutia, but we share some things in common. We're all parents, right?
Yes.
I'm a mom of two teenage girls. That's why my hair is turning gray, because I have two teenage girls, 13 and 15. How about you guys? Kids?
Yes, I got 7. I got a blended family.
Yeah.
I got 7.
Okay.
And my hair is gray because of MIB, not because of the children.
Well, I have 8, 6 girls, 2 boys, and I don't have any hair. That should tell you everything.
Okay. From children or from otherwise, right?
Them girls. I said girls. 6 girls.
You did say 6 girls. Yes, I can attest. Like teenage years, I just have to go back. I'm like, did I act like that?
It's something.
It's something. And now they all have this in their hands too, right? It's craziness. But family is important, right?
Yeah.
And we're getting close to my favorite holiday coming up in a couple of weeks, Thanksgiving. Are you guys Thanksgiving people?
No.
No?
I am, though.
You are?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to pivot back to you in just a second, but tell me, Thanksgiving tradition, favorite tradition?
Wait, before I tell you that, I got a story for you, right?
Yeah.
As much as I like to eat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Food. Thanksgiving is for food for me. It's just food. I don't know about any holiday or what somebody saved or who came to somebody's country. I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
But the food, right?
Yeah.
But this Thanksgiving, somebody has booked a trip on Thanksgiving to Africa.
Okay.
Now, who wants to be in Africa on Thanksgiving?
Apparently us.
You booked the trip.
I was going to say,
Apparently
I
yes.
can think of like worse
This
places
guy.
to go. Like,
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Could
What-
be worse.
Okay, is it possible you could eat to your heart's delight while you're in Africa?
It ain't
On
gonna be the same.
I ain't gonna get
It
that
ain't gonna be the
food
same.
though.
Okay.
I ain't gonna get. I need some macaroni and cheese.
He
I need
needs his
some
hog
chicken.
mugs and-
I don't eat no hog mugs. I don't eat no pork. However, the spaghetti, and all them greens, that tater salad. I mean, I just need to eat.
You need to get someone to make you a plate and then like freeze it, and then you could eat it when you
Yeah,
come
yikes.
back. That's a
Nope.
plan. No, or before you go.
I dare you to try to freeze me a plate.
Okay.
Try to freeze me a plate.
Okay,
I
then
would just pay you to bake. Let's just cook together.
Do you know? Are you familiar with RCK Catering, Mrs. O? Do you know her?
Not offhand. Maybe I do, so I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh yeah. You know what? I forgot you said you know a lot of people by face, not by name.
Yeah.
I bet you know who
I don't
she
even
is.
know why
then.
you put us on the spot. Now somebody can yell at me and say, "What? You don't know my name?"
Oh my gosh.
Right.
I'm going to apologize on your behalf. Okay.
Thank you.
So, okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, what? You don't like Thanksgiving? Not a fan?
No, that's not what the question was asked.
Oh.
You said celebrate Thanksgiving.
Oh.
And in the traditional sense, no.
Okay.
Right? It's family day for us, for anybody for the most part. So, yes, I cook for
So
Thanksgiving.
he celebrates Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Family day.
But that's what it is for me too. I just love that like the house is like full of smells and like people are happy and like it's not about gift giving. It's about just being with each other. That's what I love.
Yep. And I've been cooking for over about 30 years, entire Thanksgiving. So I usually have to make well, not have to make 2. I make 1 for my house, and then 1 or whatever, a plate or whatever I need for my aunt and my mother's house and whatnot.
So he cooks twice
Yes.
on Thanksgiving, every Thanksgiving. But he doesn't celebrate it. It's the question you asked, do you celebrate
Family Day.
Thanksgiving? And he said no to you. However, he just told you he cooks not only once, but twice.
Okay.
Yes, I cook on Family Day.
So, but you don't celebrate in the
Traditional sense.
But that is traditional, is make food and be with family.
That's not what we were taught. Nah, we were taught specifically the word Thanksgiving and what's it coordinated with, and that's Pilgrims and Native Americans and so on and so forth.
That's in school. Nobody's family taught him that. What are you even talking
if
about?
you study history, that's where the Thanksgiving holiday came from. So I don't know why y'all trying to front. Yeah, we can change.
So you don't call it the name. You don't call it the name.
Call it something else.
You just say Family Day. But on that day, every year, you cook for a whole bunch of people, and then just doesn't say it's Thanksgiving. We don't do Thanksgiving. We give thanks.
There you go. Give thanks day.
You give thanks day with the family. Okay.
We settled it.
I was going to say, I kind of feel like we're splitting hairs there, but yeah. You're headed to Africa, though, for this Thanksgiving. So just the 2 of you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Business related, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay. How long will you be there?
A couple weeks.
Okay. Fun. And you'll be in nice warm temperatures. I woke up this morning.
They say it's chilly. And they say it's rainy season. It's
still rainy season
in Kenya right now.
But it's still warmer than here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything's warmer than here.
That's true.
Anything.
So it'll still feel good to get away and be in warmer temperatures.
Yes.
So when I woke up this morning, got in the car to go to the gym, it was 39 degrees in my car, pulled out of the garage, and it just dropping. By the time I got to the gym, it was 24 degrees.
Yikes.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I remember like when we went earlier this year, it was still cold out, but we could hack it. They were freezing there, but that weather there, I can wake up in the morning, go work out, I'll be fine. As opposed to here, when you wake up 30 below, and it's hard to go thinking about working out, man.
Yeah. You really gotta be disciplined and push yourself. I think. Yeah. That actually brings me to my next question, because you guys are in great shape, right? You guys work out, right?
Yes.
What are those routines? I want to know what those routines are like. Wait. Don't answer that. You have been listening to, watching, being a part of Open Book with Nyia Harris. I am so delighted to have my guest, Gator and Mamba here of MIB. Tune in next week when my guest will be Mark Smith of Legal Shield, and also a fellow B3er. I know you know who that is. I don't have to hold up a picture to Gator. You know exactly who that is.
Oh, you just going to claim it was me. It's just me.
That's to both of you.
It's too late now.
It's Gator who got a bad. I'm old.
Gator actually has a very bad memory, and he can't. No, just teasing. Just teasing.
This is true.
But yeah, we are going to flip over to podcast mode. But I thank you so much for listening. Check out the YouTube channel in just a couple of days. Not in just a couple days. We should have it tomorrow. So that's exciting. So you check out the YouTube channel, Open Book with Nyia Harris. Like and subscribe, and check out this episode in its entirety. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you. All right. We are back in podcast mode. So Gator, you can swear to your heart's delight. Mama, you too. Okay, so the cliffhanger was, you guys are in good shape, of course. Like, you guys work out. I work out too, maybe not to the same degree, but but we have that in common too. But talk about those workout routines. Like, you guys are.
Me, I've been working out for 32 years.
32 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
Since I was introduced in high school to the weight room, fitness has always been in the forefront of my mind. So I've been in the gym working out, martial arts, all of the above, just on a consistent basis for that amount of time. So my focus was, I got a lot of family members who got high blood pressure and all this other ailments, to where all you got to do is kind of work out and change your diet. Yeah. And I'm like, I ain't trying to fall to that, so I'd rather fall to something that's out of my control, which technically any and all of it is. But if I can have somewhat of control, I'm gonna do that. And working out and eating better is my thing.
You still didn't tell us the routine, though. You said all that.
I don't need to be.
That's what she asked. The question was, what is your routine?
Yes.
I
work out five days out of the week. I work out for about 2 hours.
Okay, wow. I remember when we were having a meeting at the park for the and I was like, "Oh, where's Mamba?" And you were like, "He had to go work out." It's like, so hats off to you, for making that a priority for yourself.
Yeah, it's got to be.
How about you?
Over the kids, did you give him props for working out over working for the kids?
No.
She gave me props for taking care of myself. Yes. As you're supposed to take care of yourself first.
Yes. And remember, the meeting in the park was just to see the logistics for the Octa Games, which we'll get to in just a moment. But what's your workout routine?
I simply been in a physical job. So I think I started doing security at 21. So physically, I need to be physically able to protect someone if I need to.
Sure.
And so it's just a simple 3 days a week.
Yeah.
3 days a week.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I do work on different things, in different seasons. So every 3 months, I change routines. So every solstice or seasonal, I change routines.
Yeah.
And work on different things or work on the same things in different ways.
Sure.
So kinetically or doing free weights or then mechanical weights, just depending. But
you have to switch it up because if the body gets used to it, then it's not building muscle and things. I mean, I don't need to tell you guys that. You obviously know that, right? I think I really like what you both shared though. 5 days a week, 3 days a week. I'm a person who does go every day, but I'm not going to the extent that you guys are, maybe 2 hours or, hour or whatnot. I go about 45 minutes, but I think the common theme amongst the three of us is that it's consistency, right?
Yeah.
Consistency pays off. I want to just jump back for just a quick second to what you said, Mamba, particularly about your family, right? And that how some of these things, diabetes, high blood pressure, that simply they can just be type 2 diabetes, I should focus on, not type 1 diabetes, but that those things can be reversed if you just take care of yourself, right? And so you kind of saw that firsthand with your family and you were like, no, I can change this. And you've added years to your life because of that.
Yeah, and I've used to be a personal trainer, used to help out a lot of people as well, but it's just getting them into ignoring the complacency of their body. Their body, your cells are telling you, especially if you're used to just relaxing and kind of just chilling, well, your body's comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Your body is a living organism. So when you change it up or whatever, and you practice it on a consistent basis, you change the dynamic of it or whatnot. So the more and more you do it, the more it gets used to it, and the more it'll start changing.
Sure. Yes, go ahead, please.
Sorry, I just wanted to add that.
Yes.
For me as well, the doctor said that I had high blood pressure. And so I asked the doctor, it's like, well, is there anything natural I can do to fix this? He said, no, you got to take pills. I said, but I don't take medicine. He was like, well, then you're going to have high blood pressure. I was like, well, I bet you I don't. Did a little running in the gym. Yeah. Blood pressure went all the way down. Yeah. All the way. So I just didn't listen to what they had to say to me.
Yeah. So this was years ago. Chris Rock did in his comedy special. He said the money isn't in the cure. The money is in the medicine, right? The idea is to get you hooked on this medicine for the rest of your life, and nobody talks about that. And truer words could have definitely not been spoken, right? Because if they get you started at 30 years old or whatever, and you live to 70, how much money did you just give them every single month, right? Yep. So hats off to you. Yeah, you and I have to talk offline because your story is very similar to mine. So, okay, all the things. I want to talk about all the things. I talked about it a little bit earlier, Octa Games. You guys are amazing. I want to just shout you out again for not getting bogged down by not knowing all of the details. Like, hey, we got an idea. Let's do it. Let's do it for the kids. Let's make it happen now. I think what happens in city government, right, especially local city government, a lot of times is like, well, let's do this thing. Well, let's have a meeting about the meeting. We have all of this red tape. And you guys just, you're off to the running. It's like, hey, we're going to do this. Let's do it for the kids. Let's make it happen. Doesn't have to be perfect, wasn't perfect, but you made it happen, and you're already thinking about next year and how you're going to do it better. I love that. Talk about it.
Yeah, Octo Games, which is trademarked now because we thought ahead of the game. So don't try to come for us.
Okay. TM.
But Octo Games was something in that same regard where we were working and talking like got all this stuff, all these kids, we got all this violence and so on and so forth, and everybody's pointing the finger at these kids, but ain't nobody got no resolution. Yeah. Right? They keep saying and keep sending them here or keep taking this away. It's like, why don't we just create something? Why don't we do something that can validate them? Because one of the things we love to do is show youth we see you. Yeah. You know, not just that walk past and not say nothing because you're clutching your purse and you're scared of them because it's a group with the hoodies on and all this. Yeah. It's like, hey man, how you doing? Hey, what's up? Right? Just more of that. Just letting them know that they matter. Right. Yeah. And we just got together and was like, we got to do something big to show them that they matter, but we got to do something that's big enough to where we don't leave out the ones who would typically get left out. Mm-hmm. Meaning, for instance, everybody can register for free. Mm-hmm. You know, you email and everything. We put a certain age limit and whatnot. So usually when there's a cost or anything to it, that typically only allows a certain demographic to get in. So it's the same olds that's able to, well, we opened it up freelance. Now any and everybody gets to come. So they got the opportunity. And it wasn't just, didn't just wanted to focus on the physical. We wanted to focus on the mind too. Yeah. You know, we wanted to explore all of our children because I know a lot of the athletes get a lot of attention, which is great. Yeah. Right. But a lot of the thinkers, the possible engineers and attorneys and whatever don't get the opportunity to be in anything. Yeah.
The kids who do well academically.
Yeah, exactly. So we're like, let's blend it all together and shout them out at the end. And even at the end, it wasn't about a scholarship, right? Yeah. Because not everybody, especially nowadays, want to go to college. Yep. Right? It's like, okay, well, we're in trying times right now. What $5,000 in a household could actually help them out significantly. Absolutely. $1,000 in a household can help. So you can do with it as you will with your family or whatnot. Mm-hmm. So we kind of went away from the red tape that they usually have, especially if you asking for outside sponsorship. They're like, do it our way, and we're like, nah, we don't do it our way. So that's kind of how it came about.
Yeah, I mean, Gator, let me hear from you on this. What you and Mamba just alluded to it. The cash prize. I mean, $5,000, $1,000. You did it big, right? And you could have very easily cut that amount in half. You could have said the grand prize was $500, and you still would have had people out there, right? But $5,000 is enough to make significant change in a household. Talk about it.
Well, we figured.
I gotta hear you.
Put this thing closer. We figured that, you know, we kind of strategized on what would make a young man gravitate to, say, selling drugs. Yeah. You know, why would you risk everything to go out there and sell drugs? And mainly, you know, being a young black man, you do it for your family. You do it for loved ones, people who you want to help. And so we decided, well, what is an amount that would help you? What is an amount for the whole summer that we can give one person and they would not sell anybody else's drugs because they had this amount to help their family and themselves for at least 3 months, at least save one life from being out there shooting, killing, stealing, whatever they got going on. Yeah. And so we figured 5,000 was a nice amount. Yeah, you know, it's a good chunk of change. Yeah, strategically, and so that's what you will be getting again in 2026.
I love that. I love that. I'm curious from the winners that because there were 3 winners, right? Grand prize winner and then runner-up and whatnot. Have you heard any stories, testimonials from the families, the parents, just about what the children were able to do with the money or how it made a difference? Anything you feel comfortable sharing?
We have one of the young men, he came on the podcast. So if they tune into the Gator and Mamba podcast, they'll see exactly what that young man did with that money.
I love that. Nice segue there. Perfect. We talked a little bit about that before, but when the podcast comes out from hiatus, I think I'll be a guest, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
First guest.
I'm really looking forward to that. That is wonderful. And just, again, you guys, hats off to you because there's not enough for, I think, young black men like that. And so creating something positive for them to do, be there with their families or whatnot. And I was talking to some of those kids in between the games and how they were saying how the money was going to make such a difference in their lives. Like, I mean, it almost brings me to tears right now to talk about. So I just really love that for you guys. You guys are businessmen, multiple businesses, right? You got a lot going on. Talk about it. So you've got, of course, MIB, Men in Black De-Escalation. I'm a big fan. I told you there's a gas station I frequent. There's a young man that always smiles at me, and again, I'm sure I'm much too old for him, but I just love that he smiles and whatnot.
Keep going, young man. Keep going.
But talk about what the service does. And I just want to tell you one quick little story. I know I shared it before with you guys at B3, but I went to an event, Strangers Meet Strangers, and it was an event in an alley. Does that sound familiar to you? It was like in an alley. It was like a party in an alley.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe it was 3 or 4 of your guys that were working that night.
Yep.
And they were all like complete and total gentlemen. I was there with 2 of my girlfriends, complete and total gentlemen, and just kind of surveying the scene and making sure like everybody was safe. I mean, we're in downtown Minneapolis in an alley, basically. Like, I mean, well lit and everything like that, but things could go south, right? If you didn't have someone like watching after you. It came to the point of the night where I'm a early bird, so I was like, okay, ladies, good night, I gotta go, whatever. And I called an Uber, and the Uber was like 2 blocks over from where the party was. And one of your guys, I still don't know his name. I know him by face though. See, we got the same thing going on. Walks. He's like. I asked him for directions, and he's like, yeah, you gotta go 2 blocks down that way. And he was like, let me walk with you. Walks me to the block. Then we're waiting for the Uber to come. I was like, okay, thanks. It says it'll be here in a minute, whatever. He's like, let me wait with you. Yeah. And I was just taken aback with that. I'm like, you did not have to do that. Like, thank you so much. But I remember getting home and telling my husband, I'm like, and he waited with me, and like, I felt so safe and whatnot. Talk about it. Like, is that going above and beyond, or is that what MIB does?
That is our business model, right? This is why we've carved our own lane, and why we are who we are. We get a lot of good people who want to sign up, and good people created the business. Good people decided, we want to take care of our community. We want to make sure they're safe. Yeah, we have a duty and an obligation, let's say, to a particular location. Let's say we're hired at a particular church. Well, yeah, we're gonna make sure the church is fine and everything like that. But we're gonna survey and make sure everything else, the entire neighborhood, if we can, is gonna be fine, because safety and making sure that people can go here and there is the beginning of a community, of a nation. Is how we are able to really take care of each other.
Yeah.
When we were on Broadway in Lindale. For years, and that is the worst crime area for years in Minnesota.
Is that what they used to call murder station? Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So we've been there, and we just stopped earlier this year. But while we were there were no shootings, there were no deaths, there was nothing over there, because and then from that, the elders, the young people, and stuff like that were able to come out and be a part of the community, can actually shop without. And if there was a beef, they know MIB was there. So it was like, okay, well, MIB is here, so I know I'm safe, so it's not going to get out of hand.
Yeah.
So that's the business model.
Yeah. What a reputation to have in the community, right? Like, that phrase, nobody's coming to save us, right?
Yep.
MIB is going to save us. I feel like,
Say that then.
No, I mean, you're doing great work, Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to keep going on unless you wanted to jump in on that. Did you have anything you wanted to say? MIB? No? Okay. You guys have a project that you're working on. You're writing a little.
Oh, which one?
You're right. You're writing a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about that. What's that? What's that about?
We're writing a book on de-escalation.
Okay.
We're writing a book on de-escalation.
Look at that for a segue. Yeah,
we're writing a book on de-escalation based off us believing that we have the foremost knowledge in de-escalation. And, first, anyone who would come as our competitor would have to face escalation to be a de-escalator.
Yeah.
And, even in business, the reason why our business model is because no one came to help us.
Yeah.
No one helped us get a loan. No one said, "Hey, we're going to help you with this or help you with that." They all, or the big organization, they all say, "Yeah, come check us out."
Yeah.
But then when we did, oh no, we can't help you.
Mm-hmm.
No, we can't help you. So we figure, okay, let's help ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that we do is what we feel is needed in our community.
Mm-hmm.
And in our community, we know for a fact if people feel safe, they will come out. They will come out. They will sell a product. They will love each other. They will come back and be part of the community.
Yes.
Violence makes the community go into the house. They go into hiding. Then you don't see anybody, and then you have these areas where now there's no food, there's no hope because everybody is leaving versus coming together and saying, hey, let's get rid of the violence so that we can live again. Yeah. Because we need somewhere to live. No matter where you put us, we need somewhere to live.
Yeah.
That's safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you ever like zoom out and think about like the impact that you're having in all of these different communities? Like, no?
No, we just keep our head down, keep moving, keep creating. To be honest,
you don't. Some people don't get that opportunity to look at what's been done because there's always something to do.
Yeah.
And when you're talking about making people safe or making people feel safe, that is something that seems like is ongoing. And it don't seem like it's going anywhere because there ain't no one else going to do it. And everyone can't do it. Right. So.
That phrase, often imitated but never duplicated?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that applies to you guys too. So I'm curious, do you work with no shade to any other, security organization. I'm curious though, do you work with other security organizations? Like, do you team up and say, oh, hey, we're going to tackle this event together?
First off, we're not security.
De-escalation.
And since there's no other de-escalation organizations, we don't work with them. So, in a sense, yes.
Okay.
We have invited other security companies to collaborate with us, but there is
and the police
and the police. Okay.
But there's something in the industry that says we have to not be friends. We have to be against each other for whatever reason. If that's cultural understanding or you shouldn't do this or whatever the case may be, a lot of people feel like we can't collaborate with you. However, those same exact people say we are glad you're in the areas that you're in.
The same groups?
Exact,
really?
Yes,
interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Keep doing the great work, though. Seriously.
Plan on it. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm really impressed by you guys in that business. And more businesses to come, like the coffee shop.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Tell me about it. Where can I find it? Talk about it.
We are on Humboldt, 68th and Humboldt.
68th and Humboldt.
LC Coffee Lounge.
Okay.
And it's more of a place to be, to hang, to have coffee. That some people don't drink, right? Some people are non-drinkers, but they still want to socialize. Things are you still want to get out and talk to people. So
it's a space in the community where you can sit and hang for a bit. Yeah.
We have a stage, so we're going to have some live performances there.
Yeah.
We're going to have some things for people to do, and we're going to have really A1 coffee. Not your Starbucks.
We're all familiar. Yeah.
But we're importing coffee, and we're trying to give you the best, and also the area is a food desert, so we believe that we're also helping that community with something that's hot, that's healthy to eat, because we got smoothies as well.
Nice.
So we want to give you some health in them communities, which food seems to be a scarcity.
Okay. And is it safe to assume you'll probably hire some youth to?
Oh,
absolutely.
I figured as much, but I'm like, let me ask. When will you have the grand opening on that, or what's the timeline on that one?
You will get an invite.
Oh, okay.
On the grand opening, but we don't know yet.
Okay. So to be determined on that one.
We're looking at January 2026.
Okay. That'll be here before you know it, though.
Yeah,
you know. So, okay, awesome. I had the pleasure of seeing you guys at the fashion show back on September 30th for Lovely Arts and Sewing Collective.
Amazing fashion show,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys were like front and center there.
Yeah, we've been there for the past few years actually, and have been very supportive, just in the ventures itself, and just seeing all the fashion. I mean, just that, and seeing the youth do something. I mean, I'm telling you, anything and everything that is youth centered and youth focused, you more than likely we find us. Or if we can't find it anywhere, we're gonna create it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was our thing. It's just backing up the youth, supporting them, giving them some venture, if you will, so that they can do their thing.
Yeah. I love that. All positive things. I love where it's going to be because that's close, and that it's opening soon, and you're going to hire youth and all the things. What do Gator and Mamba need? So you're not a nonprofit, you're a for-profit, correct? But like, you still might need things. You're giving all these things to the community: money, resources, chances, opportunities, all these things. But what do you guys need?
More business.
More business.
That's it.
Say more.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
More business, so that we're in more neighborhoods, so there are more locations, so that we're in your Chicagos, we're in your Detroits, we're in your Los Angeles, et cetera, so that we can create the same thing that we have here and or similar, so that we're able to be a focal point in giving back and building our community.
Okay.
I wouldn't say business. I'd say trust.
More trust?
I don't think we need the business. I think we need more community trust, right? Like you need to tell your auntie in Chicago, you know what I mean?
Okay.
She need to tell her nephew in Louisiana, right? Like, hey man, you know, I mean, it's not like we don't got statistics where you can't look them up and see the work that we done.
Yeah.
So, you know, you say, hey man, you know, our community was rough. And, you know, you had this group who came in and they cared enough to make the community not as rough. Maybe they can do that to this community.
Yeah.
And maybe they can do that to that community, right? And all we got to do is trust them, because what we have been doing is expecting somebody else, this man, to come to our communities and make our communities right. But he's not doing it. We have seen it for hundreds of years. You can just go back, ChatGPT it. He has not been able to come into our communities and make it better. We have.
Yeah.
Here's your model right here. So all we need is for you to trust that we can do it in your community. We so would like the opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, I think you both are kind of saying similar things, because I think trust leads to more business, right? Yeah.
And that's why we're actually looking at, just put it out there, we're looking at individuals that would like to franchise in their cities. Right now, that is our focal point, because again, we know the sauce of our community here, and we would like to partner with and sit down with individuals in other communities because they know the sauce in their community.
Yeah.
We can put all of that to get together in your community to create business and opportunity for you and in your community.
Yeah.
So they got the sauce, we got the business model. Let's put it together.
Exactly.
Okay. What's the next big market that you'd like to be in? I know you named Detroit, you named another city, but like, what's the next? If you were to set your sights,
we want to come to Chicago.
Chicago.
We want Chicago.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but I'm like, let me see what they're thinking.
Definitely want Chicago.
Because if you can get Chicago, you can get anything.
So isn't Chicago like third largest market in the U.S., I think? So I think if that is in fact the case, we can Google it real quick.
Yeah.
That
New York, yeah, probably third.
New York 1, L.A. 2.
Yep.
I think Chicago's 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Right.
If it's not 3, it's got to be 4. But if that's the case, right? Like, I to your point, if you can get Chicago, you can get anywhere, right? So, do you have contacts or connections in Chicago?
We did. We actually started the process in Chicago. It turned out that the partner that we was dealing with had different
Ideas, maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
And so it didn't work out for us, but we certainly cannot do it without the support of a local Chicago person.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, it takes a certain type of individual to want to stand up and do what we do as well, and not many. That is the 1%.
Yeah.
You know, to actually have, because this is our culture, courage, honor, and integrity. Chi. But to actually have all three of those, it's not many folks that can stand up in that mind frame to also do business as well. It's just most will have some of it, part of it, or some will be too involved with the whole money. Oh, I want to be big money, big boss kind of thing or whatever. So it's a rarity that you find a person that's just, okay, I want the action. I want to take care of my community. I want an opportunity to do that. I want to collaborate and work with brothers that can assist in order to build and do that. Ain't too many mind frames like that. So it's hard.
So in short, I think what you're looking for then is you're looking for Chicago connections, right? So maybe people who are here that have strong Chicago connections that could adhere to those values: courage, honor, and integrity, right? For your business. I'm a big believer in speak it into existence. So if that's why I had you say it, right?
That's all day.
I thank you for indulging me there, because I believe what you're doing is great. And if you could put that in every community, right, that was previously struggling, I mean, nobody's coming to save us except for MIB. So let me know if you want me to record that too. And with that said, gentlemen,
that's a tagline, yo.
Hey, I do voiceovers too. With that said, gentlemen, 4:25. I told you this time was going to go fast. Did you enjoy your time here?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here. Let me tell you, next week coming up, I mentioned at the when we switched over, but I want to reiterate, Mark Smith of Legal Shield will be joining me, fellow B3er. So I'm really glad to have him coming out next week. I want to thank you, Mamba. Thank you, Gator, for being here, for trusting me, for sharing your story, for just being you. You see what I did there? You. And just coming out, and I think that's how we learn more about each other, right? In community. You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be, a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Everybody has a story, and that's my focus. I want to talk to everybody. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you to the listeners, the watchers, to the folks who are subscribers, to just everybody who's been listening, being a part of Open Book with Nyia Harris. This is episode 22. Can you believe it? I cannot. I just am so delighted to continue to do this work, and I will be back next week. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.